Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. Okay, so we're doing this from the 24th to the, I think it's the 30th of October, Monday to Sunday. I just want to say thanks for joining me this week. I hope you've had a really good week last week. And you've been able to cruise through some of the sort of changes that have been occurring and that sort of thing recently. So so how I work is calling my guides, always in spirit who love me, ask them to please come close to give you what you need for the upcoming week. And any tips, techniques, exercises, practices, I'll tell you in a minute. Practices that are coming through for you. So what I was just laughing about then was one of them just said, "We're here to tell you how incredibly awesome you are," and that's what made me laugh. Because they're just saying, hey, never forget how beautiful you are, how honored you are, and how they're saying how much of a difference you really make. Okay, so it's interesting, they're showing me the earth, and every time that somebody does a gesture of goodwill to themselves or to anybody else, every time somebody forgives, every time somebody does something in love, something that's really beautiful, something that, in which they've just done it because they feel like it. Every time you've been good to yourself, all these sorts of things, showing me the picture of the world, and what actually happens is a little light pops onto that part where you are. Your light gets a lot more brighter. And because a lot of people, they're saying at the moment, you're questioning whether the things that you're doing are actually making a difference in the world. Because at the moment, there's been so much up and down since COVID. It's been a bit crazy, and it's really been erupting and purging and really putting into front and center the sort of crap that's been hidden for quite a long time. But as that sort of crap comes out, when you do something good, you do something heart-based, you do something beautiful, that sort of thing, a little light pops on. And what actually happens is when that light pops on, it kind of radiates light. And then all of a sudden it'll inspire another person to pop their light on and to do something really cool. And what they mean by really cool is it could even just be something like, doing some gardening, about, really honouring yourself. It could be about doing something for somebody else. It doesn't really matter. But it'll inspire them, and there'll be this flow-on effect. And before you know it, instead of these dark patches coming out and this sort of stuff that's been hidden for, they're telling me, thousands of years, and this has actually been going on for actually more than thousands of years, of really creating a new earth and a new light around the earth. Every time you do this, that light gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And before you know it, the whole world is going to be bathed in love and light, in really awesome stuff all the time. So they're saying one person does make a big difference. It's not that, they're saying that sometimes you question what you can actually do. They're saying you can actually do a lot, but it really comes down to you within yourself. Okay, so that must have been the first bit. Interesting how that happens. And just wanted to highlight here, go with things, go with your first intuition. I did actually wonder to think what the hell's going on here and not say anything, but I went for it. It actually turned out really beautiful. So please start honouring your intuition and just going with those first sort of feelings, thoughts, urges that are coming in. Okay, for Monday. All right, so Monday, Alright, so this is about being pulled into stuff. And they're saying that at the moment, too, that there's been quite a lot of triggers going on and quite a lot of opposing forces. And, they're showing you the analogy of fishing. It's that thing where somebody can throw a hook out, a line, but, it's that thing that it's only going to get caught in you if you really start resisting and start going, what the fuck, and start getting upset and that sort of thing towards it. So this is about recognizing your triggers, because it's saying few people's triggers are going to get pushed on Monday, and it's really about going, okay, I can see what's going on, I can see it's triggering me. You don't need to try to work it out. Just sort of recognize these things, and then what will happen was that will flow through you and that will flow out. And then if it happens again, next time it happens, it's not going to be as big or all-encompassing or things like that. You're going to know what to do. So Monday is about triggers, and it's about keeping your shit together, basically. But it's not about ignoring what's coming up. It's actually the opposite. It's about being okay, recognizing what's coming up, and just being honest, even to yourself, to yourself, about going, well, yeah, I do feel a bit frustrated or a bit disrespected or a bit put out here, that sort of thing. And it's about recognizing what's coming up in you. And they're saying you don't need to try to do something with it, just allow it and it'll flow out. So this is getting on to Tuesday as well. So Tuesday is about sort of keeping your ground, and it's about, sort of recognizing your power as well. And it's about, recognizing that, this is about you not being pulled out of your center or pulled out of your center. It's funny because they're talking about heart mind, all the time. You think, okay, this is not going to happen, this is not going to happen, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to be pulled out of center, I don't want to be. It's funny, there's a bit coming through about respect and being disrespected, actually. So they're saying that's really going to align with a few people at the moment. But it's that thing about, you can get stuck in your head about it and that sort of thing, or you can just sort of look at things in a very practical way about going, right, am I being respected? Am I being disrespected? And then, okay, what can I do about that? Instead of getting stuck in your head about it, it's about taking small steps. No, that's not okay. I'm not going to, don't speak to me like that again, this sort of thing. And they're saying it's not about the outcome so much, but it's about the journey here. And it's about creating a bit more center, which we're going into Wednesday. So Wednesday too, this is that thing where, because I feel like what's been happening is you've kind of been pushed and pulled in a lot of ways, and they're saying Wednesday there is going to be a few bumps, a little bit of pushing and pulling here, and what it's going to be doing is it's going to be highlighting some of your boundaries and where your boundaries are, so it's about, I can feel some people getting quite defensive and getting quite rigid, and other people actually doing the opposite. But it's that thing too about sort of recognizing this and recognizing about, what that's going to do for you, about if this is really working for you. Because it's that thing too that, it's good to know where your boundaries lie, either side, but it's also good to, sort of make peace with them and that sort of thing as well. And this is getting on to Thursday. There's a lot of stuff going on here with boundaries and respect, and that Thursday, it's actually about work. So Thursday is about work. So it's really about you sort of looking around at your work, and they're saying, some people, if you're not working, your work is actually, taking care of stuff, taking care of yourself, taking care of the kids, taking care of just things around you. That's still work, okay? It's not that if you've got a specific job. And it's really about you asking yourself, is this something that I really want to continue at the moment? Am I really getting my needs met here? And it's really about thinking about that, because I feel like some people are feeling a bit trapped at the moment as well with this. They're feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit trapped within themselves, within their position, within what's going on. And this is about really sort of recognizing, okay, well, if this is not working, and the easy way of doing this is just flipping it on a 180. Okay, what would happen if I just did the absolute opposite of what's going on now? What if I just did something completely different? Have a bit of a fantasize about that, have a bit of a think and imagine, let yourself sort of go, because they're saying within that imagination it's going to bring up, creativity. Like maybe you won't be able to do this stuff, it's going to be the absolute opposite. But what it's going to do is, going into Fridays, is going to inspire you to really sort of, look at things, look at different opportunities that are around you. It's going to inspire you to kind of, be a little bit more creative as well. So, as I was talking about earlier, sometimes it's not actually in the goal, but it's about the journey of getting to wherever you're going to go. So it's about being open to different possibilities, about being open to, well, what could I do? What could I do? What would be fun? And what would I, enjoy? This sort of thing. So Saturday is about togetherness as well, which is coming in, because they're saying, yeah, look, the week, it's not that it's going to be bad. It's that thing, it's going to give you opportunities, or you're going to look at it as an opportunity, or you're going to look at it as something like, oh crap, what's going on here? And then so Saturday is about togetherness as well. And it's about sort of creating more togetherness for yourself, and really being together with other people, supporting yourself, and really bringing that through, and that sort of thing. So this is about sort of allowing yourself, how can I create more beauty today with myself and with other people. So getting on to Sunday, they're saying it's an open day, it's a free day. So they were talking a little bit about family, they were talking a little bit about, how you want to flow through your day to, either, be with people who you say are your family, or with your actual blood family, or it's that thing about, being together with spirit. How can you create and really go into that time, go into that flow of being together with spirit, and seeing them as your family, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that's it for this week. I want to thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a fantastic week. If you like this video, you'd like to see more, subscribe, follow me on YouTube and Facebook. And if you want a session with me, all my details, you just check out davidandjohn.com, Facebook, websites, that sort of thing. I've got a Calendly booking site. You can book yourself in. If you send me an email, please just leave your phone number there, just so we can talk if there's any further information you want, or anything like that. So yeah, thanks very much again. Really good to be seeing you, connecting with you, and look forward to seeing you all next week. All right, big love. Bye bye.